Okay, the first technique is called the Lifeline Squeeze, and this one is a technique that you do during contractions because it's a still no motion, no movement kind of massage technique. So you just take your thumb and you put it parallel to her thumb along her lifeline there, and you just squeeze. And the backs of your hands are just together, the fingers together, firm, steady pressure on the back of her hand, and it's just a steady squeeze there, the Lifeline Squeeze. So you would do that during contractions and exert just as much pressure as she prefers. She'll probably tell you how much she likes. The second technique we're going to do is used between contractions during the rest period, and this one is called breaking the popsicle. So what we're going to do is we're going to use pressure points on her palm to help her release endorphins. So you turn her palm face down like this. You put your fingers in the palm like that, and you give a lot of pressure with your fingertips, and that's going to help her release endorphins. And then using your thumbs, you just spread the top of her hand apart like that, and it's like breaking those old-fashioned double popsicles. So you would do this during the rest between contractions, and then if a contraction begins while you're doing this, you would just stop and continue squeezing in the palm to help her release endorphins, but just hold your thumbs steady and wait until the contraction's over, and then you can resume the breaking the popsicle technique. Okay, the third technique that we're going to do is called thumb walking, and this one is also for in between contractions during the rest. So for this one, you put her palm face up, you bend until you get a little bit of resistance in the wrist, and then you can intertwine your pinkies with her fingers like that, with her outside fingers, and then you brace the back of her hand with your fingers, and using your thumbs, you walk down the center of her palm. You want to do this quite slowly with a fair bit of pressure so that you leave kind of a white mark on her hand after each pressure like that. And you just keep going in a downward pattern. And this also has the same effect of releasing endorphins by triggering the acupressure points in her palm. And then again, if a contraction happens while you're doing this, you can either just stop with steady pressure like that, or you can switch to the first one we did, the Lifeline Squeeze.